You guys have been patiently waiting for this video, and that is, well, at least I hope you have. That is the reaction to Brad Holmes being on the Greenlight podcast hosted by one of the long gentlemen, has a podcast, former NFL player, and we're going to talk about it. Now, this video dropped a few days ago, but I was unable to make a video about it. But first, before we get into that, I want to say shout out to the Michigan Panthers who, man, got to a championship game for the first time since 1983, but was unable to bring that same energy at the beginning of the game. And it wound up being a 92-point combined points between the two games, with the Panthers losing 38 to, I think it was 38 to 52. They got a slow start, man, and yeah, the rest is history. But shout out to those guys. Support the UFL if you can, because there's a lot of players that get a second chance with the UFL, and we're all about that. I mean, our kicker was part of the UFL last year, so support the Michigan Panthers. But we're going to talk about this, man. Now, we're going to jump straight into it. Brad Holmes talked about two things, and we might talk about what he said about Benedict Snake Johnson in a later video. But this specific video, I wanted to talk about what he had to say about the edge rusher position. Now, I might have to stop a little bit in between here. This is quite a long clip, and I want to stop in between so I can make sure that I am not, hopefully avoid a copyright claim. If you do YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. But here's what Brad Holmes had to say on the Greenlight podcast.
And maybe this is a chance for you to get your Brandon Bean on. By that, I mean, it's tell the media that they don't know what the hell they're talking about sometimes, where you guys are third in the league in pressure rate last year. Yeah. And, you know, it's like, it feels like probably every week you're fielding a question about, hey, how about another edge rusher, that sort of thing. You know, just give me the state of the edge position for you. I think obviously a lot of people want to know how Hutchinson's progressing. Yeah. But I also thought, as a side note, and I read something this morning about Big Z possibly coming back, I thought that was one of the most impactful signings of the year on any team.
Yeah.
Well, before we go any further, I got to give Bradley Mathias, man, I got to give him credit, because for him to keep that straight face while he was talking about, while Chris brought up Zadarius Smith. And we know that Brad Holmes is a master at theatricality and deception, not giving anything away with the look on his face. But we've been talking about Brad addressing the edge rusher position properly. And when Chris mentioned that we were third in pressures, I thought that was telling. Pressures, third in pressures, and we were yet the only team that did not get a sack in the NFL playoffs. And no matter how you try to flip it, I think that we were lacking to begin with. But let me let Brad continue again. I'm going to have to stop this so I can try to avoid a copyright claim.
Talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. I love his game, and it showed up in Detroit. So what's it look like out on the edge?
Yeah, so, you know, Aiden looks great, man. He's been out there in OTAs. Really didn't expect anything else. You never truly know, because you don't have a crystal ball. Yeah. But just knowing how that guy's wired and how he attacks things and how in tune he is with his body, it did not surprise me. I mean, he's out there. He looks explosive. He's changing direction. I mean, he looks really good, man. And then we brought back Marcus Davenport on a one-year deal. He was playing really good football for us before he unfortunately got hurt, man. And so hopefully he gets better luck on his side.
Okay, so I got to say, stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Davenport played 2 games, bruh. He was playing really good football in 2 games. He had, how many sacks did he have? Come on, man. And then Brad mentioned injury luck. Hopefully, these are the words used to describe Marcus Davenport. When you talk about him, hopefully, injury luck. Hopefully, avoid injury luck. Are those words that you want to hear when you are talking about a pass rusher who played really good football in the 2 games before he got hurt? And notice how Brad completely, and he does not, spoiler alert, he does not answer the question about Zadarius Smith. He does not even mention him at all, spoiler alert. Come on, man. This is our pass rush, a guy that you have to use the words, hopefully injury luck. Come on, Brad. Come on, Doc.
And so, and he's been out there, and I would say he looks just as good, man. I mean, he has been, his body is feeling great. His body looks great, man. And he had a good summer as well in terms of the OTAs. And then, you know, we brought Al-Qadim Muhammad back.
All right, so let me cut to me again. So you're saying that Marcus Davenport, these is Brad Holmes' words, that he looked just as good as Aiden Hutchinson? Is that because of the injury that Hutch had to deal with? Come on, Doc. Come on, man. I mean, listen. I need you to put cap in the comment section. If you think that this is cap, put it in the comment section, bruh. Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Marcus Davenport had one good year and 2 consecutive miserable ones. One with our team and one with the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota fan base called him a bum. A B.U. bum. Bum. Come on, dog. I mean, come on, stop the cap. Stop the cap, Brad.
That we signed last year, who logged some good snaps for us, played good football, plays hard. He's physical. He'll set edges, man. He plays with a lot of effort. And then we were able to draft Ahmed Hassanein from Boise in the 6th round. And he's just another guy. He's got some work to do from a developmental standpoint, just like they all do. But he's not some fish out of water, just raw, don't know what he's doing out there. I mean, when you look at his production, he had the most in terms of sacks and pressures combined the past 2 years. He had the most production out of all the edge rushers in that class, and just so happens that he plays with his hair on fire as well. So we feel good about where we're at that position. But you know, just going back to the interior though, Chris, is man.
All right, so we feel good. So that tells me again, and we knew this already. This ain't our first rodeo. I got to fix that camera, by the way. It's a little off. This ain't our first rodeo. We feel good where we're at with the edge rusher position. And just like did not answer the question about Zadarius and is now pointed to the interior of the defensive line. Now, as we address the defensive line, and shout out to somebody in the comment section put the quickest way to the quarterback is right up the middle. True statement. And how we've been doing with that. Do we have a Chris Jones on our team? No. Do we have a Quinnen Williams on our team? No. Do we have a Jeffrey Simmons on our team? No. We got a Aleem McNeil. Oh, by the way, he's hurt. We got a Tyleek Williams. We got a DJ Reader. Good for 3.5, maybe 4. So if we add DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil last year, or the year before that when Aleem had 7.5 sacks before he got extended, let's just give the 2 of them 10. Aiden in 2023 had 11.5. So albeit the quickest way is the front. Okay, we can't even do that. We don't have a double-digit sack guy on our team. And this ain't no disrespect to the person that put it in the comment section. I appreciate that. I appreciate the pushback. But I'm like, that's not our problem. Our problem is not the interior of the defensive line. It has been the edge position. And it's specifically been, since 2022, the opposite side of Aiden. And General Manager Brad Holmes said, quote, "I like what we've done. I'm happy at that position." You got Trey Hendrickson that's going through something. I know that his contract has been resumed today. You've got potentially TJ Watt that may or may not be available. And you said that Ahmed was raw and had to develop. Those are our guys. I mean, come on, dog. Come on, man. Y'all got it. Y'all can't be capping like this. You cannot be capping like this.
You know as well as anybody, like, man, if you're not good in the middle, I mean, I don't care what you have on the edges and that corner and say, man, if you're not good in the middle, it's hard, man. That's a hard life. And so that's why we were really happy to get Tyleek to really fortify that middle, along with DJ Reader still coming back. We're able to get Levi Onwuzurike back in free agency. And then, you know, while we're having Aleem come back too, we were able to sign Roy Lopez in free agency as well.
Roy Lopez.
Yeah. So we feel really good.
wait, was it just me? Or I mean, Chris was like, oh, yeah, Roy Lopez. Like, who? I know who? Come on, dog. Come on, Brad. Stop the cap, man.
About the middle.
And then check this out. You mentioned like getting to the quarterback through the middle. Okay, we have not done that. Aleem McNeil had 7.5 sacks the year before. Brad act like that's our bread and butter. We still don't get there. It was prior to DJ Reader. It was, this is who gets to the quarterback. You ready? In 2023, it was Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, and then Alex Anzalone. Come on, man. It ain't like we was getting there anyway. Now, I understand that Tyleek is probably they literally called him a baby Aleem McNeil.
Because if that's not right, man, it's just some long days on defense, man.
One more draft question.
So here we go. Confirmed, and we already knew this already, because Brad said that the edge position was more important to the fans than to them. So I knew this already. When he drafted Broderick Martin with the 96th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Broderick Martin. When he traded up for Broderick, I knew that at that point, that he didn't give a care about the edge. I knew that right then and there, because there's no way you burn those picks on a guy that no one's ever heard of. And then you act like that you just dominated in the middle, like we got somebody dominating in the middle. I would say that Aleem McNeil is tippy top, like he's the bottom of domination. Domination is 9.5, double digit. We talking about Chris Jones with 15. And how you think those guys get all those sacks, bro? We talking about Jeffrey Simmons. We talking about Quentin Williams. We talking about Deron Payne, prime Deron Payne. We talking about those guys, bro. What are we talking about here? We talking about practice. Come on, man. It's just cap all around with this. I'm not doing it.
I appreciate you sticking with us. Isaac Tesla.
And that's it. And we talked about the edge. So Brad, we've seen it. So we have seen right now that he does not care. He does not care. He stated it. He stated it twice. He's shown it through the draft. He does not care about the edge. This is what Zadarius Smith coming back. You see how he avoided the whole thing. Now he could have said what he said at the owners meeting or whatever it was about keeping in contact with Zadarius, or the last time we talked to his agent. He didn't say nothing like that. Zadarius said that he wanted to be back in Detroit. I told you guys that it was about disrespect. I don't know if it happens. Because Brad don't want to move. He doesn't want to move. So the bottom line is this. This is, no matter how you cut and paste it, the bottom line is this. If you want to, Lions fans, we've been such in a doghouse that this is our first taste of real winning. Most of us were young when the Lions were winning. And even when they were winning, they weren't winning like this. They weren't winning. I mean, the Lions have gotten better every single season. 3-13-1, 9-8, almost made the playoffs, 12-5, NFC Championship game, 15-2. First seed. We're going to regress by record. There's no way we go 15-2 in 2025. Okay, but nobody cares about that. We're talking an NFC Championship game, Super Bowl. That's what we're trying to get. So the Lions are going to regress record-wise. Okay, but at the same time, I understand we're not used to winning, so we're just losing our minds over the fact that we are now winning. We are now a relevant organization. I get it, but now it's time to finish the job. It's time to go all the way. And like I said in the TJ Watt video, what are we talking about dynasty for? When we can't even get to a Super Bowl. Get to a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl. Get to another one, win another. Put in the comment section below. When do you classify a team as a dynasty? Does it have to be back-to-back? Does it have to be 3 and 5 years? What is a dynasty? To me, you got to win at least 3 of the last 6 Super Bowls. Or you got to win at least 3 in the last, I would say, I got to look at the Patriots, maybe 3 in the last 10 years. If you win 30% of the Super Bowls, I think that's considered a dynasty. And if you win back-to-back, now you're talking. Anytime you win back-to-back, you can start the dialogue of a dynasty. How many one-hit wonders have we seen? So it's going to come down to this. We're going to win a Super Bowl, or that's it. I mean, that's it. I keep saying the same thing. We live this. Brad works here. We live this. And I love the fact, and Brad goes on to say that he didn't, that he never, I didn't know that he didn't play in the NFL. I didn't really pay attention like that. Like I wasn't tuned in to Brad Holmes, and whether he played in the NFL or not, wasn't locked in like that. All I know is the man does not care about a pass rush. He doesn't. Not from the outside. He does not. That's just the bottom line. No matter how you slice it, that is the bottom line. He is working with practice squad. Those same practice squad dudes that we went and poached after Thanksgiving, I believe they're still on the team. Those practice squad edge rushers. And then again, Marcus Davenport was playing some really good football and hopefully injury luck. Those are the words that you want labeled, attached to your starting defensive end. Hopefully injury luck. Come on, man. And is 2 games really enough to say he was playing some really good football? Come on, bro. I can see if he was Jared Goff and he went 18 for 18, or he went 38 for 40 in 2 games. That's some really good football with no interceptions and, I don't know, 5 or 6 touchdowns. That's really good football. Half a sack or a sack, whatever it was, in 2 games, that's really good football? Come on, bro. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by, wait. I see you. What side is it? Is it on this side? It's on this side. I see what you, wait, we got to go over here. You see what you're doing? I see what you're doing, man. You know what YouTube tells me? That this is a commonly skipped over area. So you know what I'm going to start doing? It's a little message that pops up either down here. If you're on your cell phone, it's down here, right around here. If you're on your TV, it's right around here. Commonly skipped over. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start putting little special announcements right in between here so you can't skip it. So if you're tempted to skip, you might miss out on something. A giveaway, a huge announcement. I'm going to put it specifically after I say this. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Yes, I got a special announcement. Merchandise will be launching in just over 2 weeks. Members will get early access probably a week early. See, if you would have skipped ahead, you would have missed that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Stop skipping ahead, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.